Wednesday the 24th. Just managed to find a few flowers. Hopefully I should better muster up a 4 vase out of that, including one of the giants as a vase. So it'll be the giants, Mary's Germander and Oakwood Goldcrest. One flower. It always happens you wish you had loads more plants. I've only got about 3 plants of it. But this is George Marsden. I don't think the camera picks up how deeper red it is. But it's a lovely flower. Very, very sharp refinement. It's been out. I've had a lot of rain in this last week. And it's just took it all. There's an odd pastel there. The very first Winholm, odd Myra, some Willow's Violet, and the Valentine blown about a bit. So there's a plot. Dave's choice there. Those flowers are either not quite there or just out, but not a lot as yet. Hopefully there'll be some for the weekend, and there'll be plenty for National. That's the Jan. Again, a lot of sort of water flowers coming out. Poms there. There's a couple of plants of George Marsden and the Myra. Just going under the cover. You can see there's a lot of big buds there through the Winholm. Just flicking and just thinking about flicking. And you'd like to think that most of those are going to see us through to the National. There's some more at the back there, and there's the Oakwood Goldcrest again. There's a few sort of half open, but the ones that cut today were the first. BJ, not as good as I hoped it would be so far. A little bit shy of pestle. And a few weird and wonderful forms going on, and some mouse mascot at the bottom. There's the Candy. Again, running late. I was expecting to be, and strangely I am. There's a few flowers there that are about half open, but again plenty of buds, and hopefully these ones that are just thinking about flicking and our flicking should be National. This is the red one from Les. This plant's at 8 up, and I've sort of got one bloom there for tomorrow, which is pretty much an oversized medium, but that comes from the 8 up plant. Some more coming down there, and then the Jubilee again just starting to come down with the Trooper down after them. Very tall one there is Hillcrest Hilton. Doesn't look like the best of flowers, but it's very tall. And then there is Treacia coming up there. Again, they are running late. I should probably still be showing these at Christmas. There's the sad sight of the challengers, mostly just buds from pea to button. It's very late these. I think just that cold week at the beginning of July when I chopped them back, they just sat there for that week, and it did mean that things were going to be a bit delayed. There's a few flowers there with the Challenger on the single stock plants, and I'm leaving them even though they're probably showable. They're not the best, but I don't see there's a lot behind them for the weekend, so just in case they decide to hold in, they've got some fairly sizable middles in them. I've left them on the plants. There's the Valentine, of which I've just cut 2 flowers from, mostly looking around large, but just as they finish they seem to put a bit of weight on. But some nice flowers looking like they're coming from them. And the odd Alf Ramsey at the back there, which may make it to the weekend. Still got a huge middle in it, bit of a mess. There's a Trooper Dan. Loads of buds at the same stage. I'm going to have a big flush of that when it does come. and the Hillcrest Hilton there going to sleep, but it's one hell of a plant. Maybe if I can dry them out, I'll use those sticks as 6-foot canes. So nowhere near as much flower coming as I'd like there to be, but there is a bit, and we're all growing for the national more than anything, and I'm sure there'll be plenty for that. Just got to cut them as they come and see what we can do with them. So I'm going to try shoehorning the flowers into the car. I'm not worrying about trying to get a van. I might squeeze them in the car somehow and get ready for an early start in the morning off to New Forest. Friday the 26th of August. I went to the New Forest yesterday with four drums in the back of the car. Managed to stage a championship using 1 Kenora Valentine, 5 Mary's Germander, 5 Oakwood Goldcrest, and a vase of Willow's Violet. Couldn't have done it any other way. I managed to win the championship by about 9 points, I think it was. Unfortunately, I forgot to take this camera with me, so I couldn't film it. And I got the best giant or large in show with the Valentine. That was worth the trip. Problem we've got now is that we're cutting for Midlands, and I made a point of only cutting blooms that would only be there for yesterday's show. These are going to be judged tomorrow, and although like on the mirrors it looks like a lot of flowers there isn't that many. I should get a vase from them, but there won't be any numbers any more than a vase probably. There's certainly not anything there with a Dave's Choice. They're either not quite out yet or just finished. There's no numbers coming through, and the same with the Jan. Most of those are half open flowers. Hopefully find some poms. From all of the Winholm Diane, I reckon there's about 7 flowers that are out, and the rest still to come, and about 6-7 flowers of the Oakwood. The BJs are just far too shallow and losing their middles. There's only about 1 house mascot out, and the few candies are half bloomed. So it would seem that the infallible 25-day from bud to open this year has been caught out. It's that 1 year in so many where it's just been wet, cold, and the flowers haven't come out. I took 650 buds, or secured 650 buds on the 1st of August. And really, you know, they should be out and generally been and gone almost. And they're just not there yet. They're just sporadically coming out. Should be fine for the national. There's such a spread behind there, but I'm going to go to the Midlands just to support them, and I've got family up there. But a very disappointing cut from the numbers of plants, and it's just really down to the weather. They're not opening. The flower's not opening quick enough. Well, there's the cut drummed up, ready to go. I've left them under the cover. It's still overcast and raining, so it's cool enough under here. I've got some poms, Willow's Violet, a few Winholm Diane, Mary's, and the Oakwood, with 3 challengers only, and some Kenora Valentine that will pretty much be as large at the end. So about 9 drums, which I think last year I might have had about 17 drums going to the Midlands, and probably left a fair few at home as not required, where this is everything that was cut. But we'll have a go. We'll take them up there. It's enough to travel and see how we get on.